Hey Sarah, have you returned home?
Oh, I just got off work. What's up?
I am not eating dinner today.
Don't tell me. Is it another drinking session?
No, I'm doing overtime today. I'll get something at the convenience store, so don't worry.
Alright, I got it. It looks like you have been taking a lot of overtime recently.
Well, it's reaching the year's end, after all. It's currently the most busy time of the year.
Is that so? It didn't feel like this last year, though.
Well, the amount of work that I received has increased over the year, which is the reason why my salary has increased. But this just means that I'm getting older. The number of colleagues that came after me has increased after all.
Oh, I see. Oh, that makes sense. But next month is our anniversary. Were you able to take that day off? We had plans to spend the night at a spa hotel for our anniversary. I hope you haven't forgotten about that. I already booked the entire trip, too.
Everything's going to be fine. I've already taken time off work for those days.
All right. I'm glad you were able to work that out. I went a little overboard this time and booked us a hotel that's very nice. We only get to celebrate our anniversary once a year, after all.
Wasn't that the exact same excuse you used to buy yourself a present this year?
Hey, don't call me out like that. Right, other than that, can we talk about your credit card bills that just came in? It seems like you spent quite a bit last month. I was a little shocked when I saw the bill.
What? Did you see my bank statement?
Yeah, I thought it was mine at first and accidentally opened yours.
I see. The reason why it seems so high is because I fronted the money for some client dinners.
Is that so? So it will be reimbursed to you again then?
Yeah. But anyways, don't be looking at my letters without my permission. Make sure you check who the letter's for before you open them from now on.
What's the big deal? We're a married couple. Are you buying things that you don't want me to know about?
It's nothing like that. But if someone opens up a letter addressed to you, wouldn't you feel uncomfortable about it?
Not really. I'd have no problems if you read through any of my letters.
Well, I do, all right? You know those people who look through other people's phones without their permissions. Personally, I have a problem with that kind of behavior.
Well, phones are different. Those have personal conversations with friends and things like that. So I don't agree with snooping around in other people's phones either.
Right. Men will be men, and we check out naughty websites now and then, you know?
Whoa, that's way too much information.
See? It's best for us both if we don't know, right?
So does that mean you look at those sites too?
Well, I am a man at the end of the day. I will admit that I take a peek at those sites now and then.
Even when you have me?
True, but that's that, and this is this. I don't expect you to get it though.
Well, I guess I do occasionally visit strange websites as well, so I can kind of understand what you mean.
What do you mean by strange websites?
Don't ask me that.
Well, now you have even me more curious. Are you maybe browsing dating websites?
No way! Why would you even ask me that? I'm a happily married woman. I have absolutely no business being on sites like that.
I mean, I was wondering what kind of websites you mean when you say strange websites.
It's nothing much, really. Sometimes I just browse around, looking up random things. And I thought that it would be pretty embarrassing if you knew what I was looking up. Oh, by the way, what do you want to do for the holiday seasons this year? Should we visit your parents?
Did you just change the subject?
Oh, just let it go already. So, what are our plans? Did your mom say anything regarding this?
No, she hasn't said anything to me. But honestly, we don't have to go back every year, right? We went back for Thanksgiving after all.
Well, I would like to take the time to relax at home without having to travel here and there. But you should at least contact your mom about it. Make sure to ask whether it's fine if we don't visit for the holidays this year.
I got it. I'll ask about it later.
Yep. Please take care of it. All right then. Good luck with your overtime. Dinner will be ready for you when you get home. And be careful on your way back.
I'm sorry, Sarah.
What? What's wrong? Didn't you just text me you will be late today?
It's not that. I understand this week is our anniversary celebration, but could we cancel it?
What? Why?
Mother fell over in the kitchen.
Mother did what? Is she okay?
It seems like she overdid herself, but she will be fine after a few days of rest.
So that's what happened. Make sure to bring her to the hospital for a checkup, okay?
I will. Well, it seems like she wasn't sick or anything. It's more her accumulating a lot of fatigue. But I'm kind of worried, so I'll be at my parents' for a few days.
I see. If that's the case, then everything is fine.
I am so sorry, dear. You were looking forward to this spa trip and had really booked everything in advance. I feel so bad about it.
Never mind that. Just be beside your mother and make sure she is okay. We can always celebrate our anniversary next year. By the way, isn't it better if I were to be there for her too?
No, it's okay. You should rest well at home. You already took time off of work, didn't you?
I still have paid vacation left over. If I want to rest, I can just take them.
After all this effort, I think it would be best for you to just stay home and rest. Even if you come here, you have to rush here and there since your paid vacation only lasts for a few days. So don't worry, as everything at my parents' will be fine as long as I am here.
Would everything really be okay? Doesn't your dad need someone to cook for him? And Mom would also need someone to help her take care of things around the house.
Everything will be fine. That's why I returned home after all. Oh, but Mom will be untactable for a few days as she won't be able to reply for a while. Please contact me if you need anything.
I understand. Then please help me tell your mom to take care and not to push herself too hard. And if she has any requests, feel free to let me know.
Yeah, I will let her know. I'll take a break starting tomorrow anyways. So, I got to quickly take care of my work before returning home.
Should I prepare your luggage for the overnight stay? If you are staying over at your parents' house for a few days, you need a change of clothes, right?
No, I will do it myself, so it's okay. Just setting out the suitcases will do.
Okay. I will call to cancel the trip, so don't you worry about that.
Sorry. You were really looking forward to having this trip.
Don't worry about it. I will be fine. Now good luck with the rest of your work. Hey, Eric. Answer the phone this instant.
I'll call back later.
Why not? You are at your parents' house right now, aren't you? Why can't you pick up the phone? It's urgent, so please pick up the phone right now.
I'm busy taking care of my mother, so I can't call right now.
Taking care of your mother? What's the situation now?
Her health is deteriorating, and I'm having a hard time taking care of her. Anyways, I'll contact you when everything settles down. Please be considerate while I'm at my parents' house.
Huh. Deteriorating? Isn't your mother cooking right now? What in the world should I be considerate about?
Huh? What do you mean by cooking?
What I meant was your mother is currently at our house.
What are you talking about? That is impossible.
If you don't believe me, why don't we make a video call right now?
Why would my mom, who isn't feeling well, go to our house?
It seems like she got into a fight with your father. They came here to play while sightseeing.
Is that true?
You are the one to know best if it's a truth or a lie, don't you? So, what's going on? Your mother looks so energetic and healthy, and she says her health hasn't deteriorated not even once this year.
That? No, it's a misunderstanding. My father is the one who wasn't feeling well.
Oh? Your mother fought with your father in the morning, though. Not only that, your father also even contacted your mother to ask for her forgiveness.
No. What I meant was, how should I put it?
Stop with the stupid lies! So what is going on here? What in the world are you doing right now, and where are you?
I will come home immediately.
Are you deaf? Where are you is what I'm asking about.
That, after coming home, we will talk about it.
I will talk to your mother about everything that has happened.
Yes.
I can already predict what is currently happening. If you destroy the evidence, I will never let you off. I won't listen to any excuses. Anyway, you better spit out everything that has happened.
Sarah, are you awake?
I am awake. So have you signed the divorce papers? I want to send it out quickly.
About that, can we talk about this one more time? I am really regretting what I did.
What are you still going on about? The divorce has already been decided upon. We have already finished talking about the splitting of property.
But I really didn't expect things to end up this way. You are precious to me, Sarah. I never meant to hurt you this way, I swear.
What are you even saying? You fell in love with a girl at a bar and have been spending money on her these past few months, haven't you? What's more, you did not only use your own money, but you used our shared savings. You even canceled our anniversary trip and instead went on a trip with that girl, isn't that right? Honestly, how can you say that you do not deserve this divorce?
Like I said, I was not serious about that girl. It's just me playing around, that's all. I didn't really think anything is going to start with that person.
You would spend $50,000 on someone you were playing around with. Wow, that is amazing. Did you even spend that much money on me before?
I might not have spent that much.
It's not might have, but it is not have. Is that not it? And saying you were not serious about it. Didn't you go on a trip with her? Is a married man going on a trip with a woman alone normal?
They wouldn't normally go.
You might not be thinking about getting married with her, but you still have to do the right thing while in a relationship. Otherwise, you wouldn't even go on a trip together, right?
No, but I haven't done anything wrong. I did not even touch her.
How could I possibly trust you now?
Well, I was a late bloomer in terms of relationships. So I am not the type to hit on girls.
A married man who went on a trip with another woman has zero credibility.
Sarah, please trust me. I didn't want to end this relationship with you, and I never even thought of it. It's like I was being possessed, and I couldn't think straight. You got to believe in me.
You being possessed or not, what doesn't have anything to do with what is going on. I was worried when you might be falling sick when you were working overtime. You were actually going to the bar and having a great time, weren't you?
I wouldn't say it was fun. Rather, I was taking a break.
Canceling your once-in-a-year wedding anniversary trip and going off to play with your girlfriend. Not even that, using the savings money meant for our future home wasn't bad enough. This much was excessive enough for me. It is impossible for me to live with such a partner.
I will return the money I have used. I will plan our anniversary trip and do everything from the planning to the reservations.
What? Did you think I would want to go on a trip with you after all that?
Then how can I make you forgive me? I have reflected on it so much.
It's not even a matter of you returning the money or celebrating our anniversary. Not long ago, didn't you send a message online to a girl who was barely 20 saying, "I love you"? Using thousands of dollars and lying to his wife about his parents being sick so he could go on a trip with his girlfriend. It is so disgusting. I do not think I can live with such a person. I really regret and even feel bad for myself for marrying you.
Please don't say that. There was no emotions in that relationship. It was really just a little game. The only one I truly love is you.
Stop right there! It will only piss me off when you tell me you love me. What do you mean by it's a game? Even to the point of betraying your wife?
I am in the wrong.
I am very well aware that you are in the wrong. I really can't take this anymore. I can't deal with you, Eric.
Please consider one more time. I know you really don't feel like hearing me out. I really want to be with you for the rest of my life, Sarah.
Remember what I said earlier about me looking at strange websites?
Huh? It's the one you didn't tell me about.
From that time, I was already suspecting you of being unfaithful in our relationship. You were giving off a different vibe than usual and acting very strange. When you kept coming home late, it got me thinking. It resorted to me using various websites to check if my husband is having an affair. I was originally looking at websites that helped me make sure I wasn't boring enough for you. But when I saw you and that girl's exchange online, the many lies you spoke made me give up on you.
Sarah, I'm sorry.
That's how my feelings for you died. That is why I do not want to have anything to do with you anymore, Eric. I can't trust anything you say. I lost both love and the care I had for you.
I am sorry. I am really sorry. I admit my mistakes. I will never let you get hurt again, so please. From now on, I will always put you first, I promise.
I can no longer believe in what you say. That is why I am leaving you. From the start, I truly believed that we were good for each other. But all that trust was destroyed by you. Using your parents as an excuse, canceling our anniversary trip to play with another girl. Everything was done by you, wasn't it? From now on, you can do whatever you like. I won't blame you. Because to you, your game was more important than your family, wasn't it? Even after that, my husband still refused to sign the divorce papers because he did not want to go through with it. Therefore, with the help of my in-laws, I managed to get a divorce the other day. Also, the amount of money he spent from our savings and on the girl was paid back along with the alimony. However, it seems like the money I had since I was single was put into the savings, so my in-laws paid me back that money as well. I heard that Eric has to repay his debt to his in-laws every month. Naturally, this means that Eric, who is almost penniless, is no longer able to visit bars and now only commutes between work and home. It seems like he thinks that if he lives an honest life, he will be forgiven someday. But in all honesty, I never want to see his face ever again. Whatever the case, I have no intention of remarrying him. He seems to be delusional that he can go ahead and waste his own time. I think he should just continue repaying the debt that my in-laws have taken over for me. After the divorce, I changed jobs and moved to another state. I am still getting used to life in a new environment, but thanks to the business of it all, I am able to live my life without worrying about the small things. I do not regret divorcing Eric and have no feelings for him left. But I still carry a piece of me that still hurts whenever I think of him. The wound that he left on my heart has not healed, and I think it will take time. However, I will try my best to do what I can now. And I anticipate a new, fun, and fulfilling life as I look forward and move on to the next chapter of my life.
Hey, are you there a little bit? You're free now, right? Good evening, Megan. It's pretty late right now, so if you have business with me, I'd appreciate if you could keep it short. Wow, I see you're just as cold and abrupt as ever. Sorry, I don't mean to come off as rude, but I was literally just about to go to bed. That's a surprise. It's often said that there's no rest for the poor, but I guess you must have reached some extreme level of poverty that you completely ran out of things to do. Oh, listen to me, Megan. I thought I made this pretty clear before, but we are not nearly as poor as you seem to think we are. I have no idea where you get this stuff from. Where do I get it from? Isn't it obvious? All it takes is one look at the dilapidated heap of junk you call a house to know you're not exactly affluent. I'd have to be blind or mentally handicapped to think you had money. I made this clear before as well, but it obviously went straight in one ear and out the other. We're currently having a new house built on some land we bought, which is why we're temporarily renting out this dilapidated heap of junk, as you call it. My husband and I decided there was no sense in splashing out on something fancy when we're only going to be here for a couple of months at best, which is why we looked for stuff on the lower end of the market. If that's true, then you should tell me where this house you're supposedly having built is, like I've been asking you all this time. I'd believe you in a heartbeat if you could prove what you're saying, but you refuse to tell me anything, no matter what. What's the point? Telling you wouldn't make any difference. You'd only come up with another way to be a perpetual thorn in my side, so I'm not gonna bother. What on earth are you talking about, dear? Come on, just tell me. No. In any case, there's no way you'd be able to get there anyway. How do you know I wouldn't be able to get there without even telling me? Oh dear, you sure can be dense sometimes. I have no interest in telling you in the first place. Excuse me? No, you'll have to excuse me. I'm gonna sleep now. Hey, I'm not done speaking to you. I can barely keep my eyes open. I think you must be sending me to sleep. I couldn't continue this conversation even if I wanted to. Good night. Wow, you can be so boring. But I guess you are a poverty-stricken loser with nothing to do. I guess it's only normal you'd end up being boring living a life like yours. You know what? I'll be kind and let you off the hook because I pity you. See ya! Lilibet! So you know how you're a sad, poverty-stricken loser with nothing but free time? Well, I very kindly came up with something for you to do. What? I didn't need you to do that for me. And actually, I am super busy now, so please, you don't have to worry about me at all. But if you don't take this on now, I'll be in a very awkward situation. I'm counting on you, dearie. I'm not taking anything on from you. So, hey, listen to this. I'm going on holiday to Hawaii soon. I don't care. Whatever it is, I'm not helping you. Or rather, I literally can't, because like I just said, I am super busy. I told the kids they're staying over at your house, so I'm counting on you for the next week. Thanks, dearie. Wait, what? What did you just say? Oh, when you say kids, do you mean your kids? Of course, who else's kids would I mean? My husband's on the other side of the country on a solo work placement right now, and my folks live 6 hours away. So naturally, I'm going to rely on the person with the most free time on her hands. Except I don't have the most free time. In fact, I barely have any free time at all. Why would you go telling your kids something like that when I already told you I can't help you with anything? Why are you telling me this now? Last time we spoke, you told me you have so much free time that all you do is sleep. I so did not say that. Fine, if you're so busy, then tell me why. What exactly are you doing? I bet you won't tell me because it's secretly a big steaming pile of bull you came up with to get me off your back, right? I can read you like a book. I'm on holiday in the Maldives right now. Excuse me? The Maldives? Yep, a family holiday. Even if you were dumb enough to take your kids to our house, they wouldn't be able to stay there because we're not even in the country. Oh, I get it. There's a spa resort called the Maldives in the next city, right? I can't believe going to some cheap spa resort constitutes being in another country for you. You must be even poorer than I thought. Wrong. If you're only in the next city, I see absolutely no reason at all why my boys can't stay with you. No, like I just told you, you're wrong. Anyway, enough of this idle chit-chat. My darling angels will be arriving at your place shortly. No, I'm in the real Maldives, the tropical islands in the Indian Ocean, not some frickin' spa resort. You better hurry up and start driving home. No. I am being serious here, Megan. I am in the Maldives, the country. How many times do I have to say it? I promise you, there isn't going to be anyone there when they arrive. Hey, Chrissy, I am sorry to bug you like this. It's still morning for you there, right? Good morning? Oh, hey there, Lilibet. I'm surprised you're messaging me already when I only just waved you guys goodbye the other day. How's my favorite next-door neighbor doing? You and your family must be in the Maldives by now, right? How's it going? Is it as lush as it looked in the pictures you showed me? Yes, we arrived, thanks. I'm pleased to hear it. I hate to have to ask you this, and I promise I wouldn't be contacting you if there was any other way, but there is something of utmost urgency I need you to do for me. Oh, what is it, sweetie? Is everything all right? Are Megan's kids outside my house? Huh? Megan? Oh, you mean that annoying mom notorious for pulling that daycare trick? Yes. Hold on a sec, sweetie. I'll head out and take a look. Lilibet? Megan's kids were outside your house. Apparently they just got there when I went out to check. Wow, so she actually sent them? Ugh, I can't believe it. Don't worry, it's fine. I took them into my house for the time being. They're drinking soda and watching cartoons on the sofa. Thanks, I am so sorry to trouble you like this. It's fine, really. It's not like you could do anything from the other side of the world. What are you gonna do next? Don't worry, really. Everything's fine here. My husband's friends with Megan's husband, so I'm pretty sure we'll be able to figure something out. Oh, really? Oh, I can't tell you how relieved I am to hear that. I can't thank you enough for this, Chrissy. Seriously, you're the best. If, by any chance, did Megan make you the target of that awful daycare trick of hers? Yes, it would appear so. For some reason, she seems to think the fact that me and my husband aren't filthy, stinking rich somehow makes us poverty-stricken scrap heap dwellers. Don't ask me how, but it seems like she convinced herself that I'm so poor that I couldn't possibly have any duties or responsibilities, which, in her mind, naturally makes me the perfect candidate to look after her brats on a moment's notice. Did you tell her you're currently having a new house built? I did tell her, but she's convinced I'm lying because I didn't want to tell her the address, so we're kind of at a stalemate. Right, I see. You have a point. If she got wind of your new address, I get the feeling she'd do a 180 and convince herself you and your husband were loaded, and constantly be pestering you for cash. I know, right? In any case, leave the kids to me. Luckily, it's my husband's day off, and he just messaged Megan's husband. Thanks so much, Chrissy. You really are a star. I'll keep you updated. As soon as I know anything, you will too. Please, I'm counting on you. Thank you so much. Megan, apparently Chrissy, my next-door neighbor, is watching your kids at her place. She told me her husband messaged yours. So I'd appreciate it if you could keep all contact regarding this whole situation between you guys and not message me any further. I wouldn't understand what was going on anyway, because like I said before, I'm in the Maldives. Megan, my messages are on red, so I expect you to see this one too. It would appear your husband is ignoring Chrissy's husband's messages, but I really think it'd be best for everyone if you got back to him ASAP and got this whole situation resolved. She tells me there's a huge fuss going on over there right now due to all the things they found out about you after you dumped your kids on her and jetted off to Hawaii. The longer you let this ridiculous farce go on, the worse the consequences will be. Yo, Lilibet! Welcome home, dearie. I'll be arriving at the station soon, so I'll stop by on the way back home to pick the kids up. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, all those jumbled, incoherent messages you spammed me with while I was on holiday in Hawaii? What the heck was all that about? Have you been drinking? Did you seriously think I was gonna panic and rush home after you threatened me like that? I get you must have been desperate to dodge the responsibility of looking after my kids, but was there really any need to get aggressive? You're so sad and tragic. You'll be pleased to know I enjoyed Hawaii to the fullest for the entire week, just as planned. I'll be at your place in 30 minutes or so be a darling and get the boys ready to come home. Lilibet, what the hell is going on here? There's a looking for new tenants signboard up outside your house? Lilibet, do not ignore my calls, you insolent wench! What in the devil's name are you playing at? Welcome home, Megan. Where are my children? I'm sure you could tell from looking at the place, but they're not there. How could you be so irresponsible? Irresponsible? I made it pretty clear I wouldn't be looking after them, did I not? Just because you were on a day out at a spa resort in the next city is no reason for you to not look after my children. Did I ever tell you I was at a spa resort? Did I? Even once? I made it abundantly clear we were in the Maldives. There was no way a sad, pitiable, poverty-stricken loser like you could ever afford a vacation to the Maldives. Not in a million years. Hurry up and give me my children back, now. I suggest you ask your husband about where the kids are. Excuse me? I already told you my Harry is living away on the other side of the country for a work placement right now. Good grief. If you take a good look at the messages you ignored while you were enjoying your time in Hawaii, you'll probably get a good idea of the gravity of the mess you're in. Mess? What are you talking about? If your husband's away, who did you go to Hawaii with? Huh? Let me guess. Is it someone you'd be in heaps of trouble for if your husband found out? It is, isn't it, Megan? That's why you've been sequentially dumping your kids on practically everyone you know for the last few months, isn't it, Megan? So you two could meet up without anyone finding out. What? No. That's not true at all. All right, great. In that case, how about you message Harry and see if he can tell you what's going on with the kids? Really? Wait, are you saying my husband has the boys? He does as far as I last heard. What comes next is for you guys to work out between the two of you, so I'm hereby officially dropping out of this absurd situation. My work here is done. I am washing my hands of you. Good luck and goodbye. Lilibet, where the hell did you run off to? Give me the address of your new house at once. Huh? My My husband divorced me because you wouldn't keep your goddamn mouth shut and look after my boys. How dare you? Ugh! He found out about the affair and now his lawyer is demanding I pay exorbitant amounts of compensation. Harry took custody of the boys, too. My life is being turned upside down and it's all your damn fault. I knew that I'd never be able to sleep again unless I let you know how furious I am with you directly to your wretched, ugly face. So I waited outside the entrance to the school. I thought your kid was supposed to be going to, so I could ambush him and make him tell me where you live. I waited almost 4 hours, but he didn't show up at all. What the hell is going on? Explain yourself now. Oh my God. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm probably never going to see you again, so I may as well tell you. Our new house is not in the USA. Huh? What? Remember I told you we were having a new house built before? Well, that house is in another country. Huh? Why would you move abroad? We originally planned to move abroad due to my husband's work circumstances, and we figured it'd make the most sense to time it with little Kenny moving up to elementary school to minimize the burden on him. But my husband's work transfer got delayed by an entire year, giving us a huge amount of time to plan, so we figured we may as well have a house built while we waited. Our recent trip to the Maldives wasn't strictly just a vacation. We actually stopped off there on the way to a different country, which will not be named, to take our first look at our brand new house in person. And why didn't you tell me any of this? I had a right to know. On what planet do you have a right to know any of my private business? I didn't tell anyone except my friends and family. You might technically be an acquaintance of mine due to the fact our boys were in the same class at kindergarten, but beyond that, you're nothing but a stranger. I mean, come on, Megan. We've barely ever even spoken. The idea that I'd go telling you about the intimate details of my private life is ridiculous. You're horrible! I don't need to hear that from the kind of lunatic who tries to dump her kids on me out of the blue without my permission while completely ignoring my protests. Do you have any idea how desperate my situation is right now? My husband divorced me and stole my children. Not only that, but my boyfriend broke up with me. You see, my husband isn't the only one demanding compensation. My boyfriend's partner found out too. And now she wants money from him. He flipped out and kicked me out of his house the moment he found out. I even got disowned by my own parents. My own parents, Lilibet. Do you have any idea how that feels? Not my problem. Please, how could you be so cold? What am I supposed to do now? I feel so hopeless. Huh? Sorry, Pumpkin, but since this has absolutely nothing to do with me, I'm head off now. No, wait, please. At least hear me out first. You could at least let me share my troubles and give me a shoulder to cry on, couldn't you? I'm seriously in a bad spot right now. Lilibet, please. Good grief. I wonder why the hell that deranged woman thought I'd have any interest in listening to her worries and giving her a shoulder to cry on after she caused me and my neighbor the mother of all inconveniences. Despite the fact we were never even friends to begin with. Her behavior was inexplicable right till the very end. As for what happened next, I heard this from Chrissy, who, by the way, I would like to thank for being so amazing throughout this whole thing. Thanks, babe. You're the best. Anyway, I digress. It turns out Megan, having almost no money left at all, was forced to move into the smallest, most beat-up heap of junk apartment in the whole city. Isn't that a sweet irony? Apparently, it doesn't even have a bathtub. I'm told there's a bathhouse nearby, but there's an entrance fee, which, as things stand, she can't afford. Now, having not showered in at least a month, her transformation into a grimy cave troll emanating a smell so noxious and putrescent that passers-by have to pinch their noses just to survive the encounter is officially complete. Astonishingly, she actually managed to land herself a job, but less surprisingly, was fired during the first week due to her unique odor. Rumor has it that by this point, she's pretty close to being homeless.